This video is for the people who have already learned sales, are good at sales. They've read the books, they've bought the courses, but now they're just ready to start outreaching so they can land interviews and then land a job. I'm going to share exactly how I landed 3 or I think 4 interviews. I actually have one today right after I finish filming this video. And I'm going to show you guys, the script and just like the entire outreach process. So now I'm going to take you guys into my laptop and show you guys how I keep everything organized and and how I landed the interviews. I just want to give like a quick disclaimer. I just want to say what I'm about to show you guys honestly can be pretty much avoided because a lot of these sales program, like if you join the right sales program, not only do they give you the training, but they also guarantee placement if you do well and you're consistent and showing up to the calls and stuff. Now these sales programs, they cost like 3,000, 5,000, maybe even 10,000, and I just didn't have that, so I just kind of had to do it manually. So if you're in the same position, guys, this is how I did it manually. As you guys can see here, I have 3 very important tabs open. One is Loom, one is my Excel sheet outreach tracker, and the third is my Instagram. Now, while we're on Instagram, let's talk about Instagram for a second. Think about it, guys. This is where I did majority of my outreach. Not even majority. This is the only platform that I use to do my outreach. Now, if you guys plan on, doing the same thing, you have to think about it from the person who's receiving the message's perspective. So if you receive a message from someone who has, no profile picture, no highlights, and no videos, are you really gonna take that profile serious? Probably not. You're gonna think there's some type of ghost account, scam account, bot account. You're just not gonna take it serious. So for me, my bio is all about considering that I'm doing sales outreach and I'm trying to land a sales interview and a sales job. Or a sales role. My bio is all about sales, #1 closer, experienced and results oriented, etc., etc. And also my videos emulate sales. So for example, this video I talk about tonality. Just as important, if not. Talk about tonality. I talk about how I structure my.
Here's how me and my sales coach structure our practice call.
Me and my sales coach and our training, and how I'm learning sales in the first place. I also have some cool montages. Kind of sharing the journey. And if you can go all the way back, you can see I've been, posting and learning sales since December 2023. So that's like right now it is May, December, that's like 6 months. So 6 months of track record, kind of showing the things that I've been learning. And I feel like, even though I don't have a lot of followers, this kind of builds some credibility just to show like I do know what I'm talking about. Now, you don't have to have this, but I'd recommend, just having a clean profile in general, because if you're reaching out to someone and your profile, has old pictures or, pictures where you're, look silly, yeah, you're just not going to come off how you would want it to come off. So now that we're done talking about Instagram, let's go to actually my messages and see how I actually do outreach. So for example, all of these people, I've reached out to all of these people. And once I'm done reaching out to them, I add them to the sales sheet tracker, which is where I keep everything organized so I can see who I've reached out to before and, who I potentially need to follow up with. And, just all the different niches that I've already done. So that way I don't have to do them again and I can expand into other niches. Now, I just want to make sure you guys understand something. Sales outreach is a numbers game. So the more niches you have, the more people you can reach out to, the more likelihood of getting a response, getting an interview, and then actually landing the role. So as you guys can see here on the Excel sheet, I have 236 outreaches. I think it's actually more. I think I actually did some sales outreach. I just didn't really put it in here, but I think it's upwards of like I've done upwards of 250 or even more, and that's landed me I think 3 to 4 interviews. In the future, I'm gonna share how the interview process usually goes. But for now, I just want to show you guys 250 outreaches, and that got me like a couple responses and then a couple interviews. So let me show you guys an example, and I just want to say like not every response you're gonna get is positive, because think about it, these people actually do get a lot of people outreaching to them, and sometimes you get a negative response. Let me show you guys a negative response. So this guy was like an Amazon FBA coach, and he pretty much told me, kind of leave me alone. So this guy right here, so I asked him, do you take sales calls to showcase your FBA business? And then he said, before sending a cold DM like this, go through a person's funnel. It will help you come across a bit more in touch, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I tried to, kind of play off, and I just said, I'm just trying to get your attention, and I love the opportunity. And then I sent him my new video, and I said, if you're available next week, I'd love to talk more. He just said, we already have a full roster. So every response you're gonna get is positive. Now let me show you guys an actually positive one. So this one I'm obviously gonna blur out, some information. But yeah, so like it can actually go well. This is actually possible. And then this is what's gonna happen the majority of the time. You're just gonna, just no response. You're just gonna send out a message and no response. This is the case for 200. Let's say I did 250 outreaches. This is the case for 245 of the DMs. It's just how it is. It's just part of the process, and that's what this outreach tracker is for. Now let's talk about the Loom video, because in my opinion, the first barrier is getting a response. The second barrier is making a good first impression, and the way you can make the best first impression, in my opinion, is having a good Loom video. Because in the traditional sense, you walk into a place and you shake someone's hand and you introduce yourself. In my opinion, this is how we're doing this virtually through Loom. So in this video, I just talked about my sales experience, introducing myself.
Hey guys, my name is Omar Haggag. I've been in sales
for kind of my sales journey.
a year and a half, and I actually got my start in door-to-door sales, where I was able to build a very strong.
So you guys, if you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys are not new here, then you guys would have seen that door-to-door video of the pressure washing video that I did a couple months ago. So I just kind of talked about that. I did a little bit of door-to-door, and then I also talked about, in the end, I talked about
and also that competitive nature inside of me, which I can bring
my martial arts experience.
I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. I used to do kickboxing, and now my main sport is jiu-jitsu. With all that being said, that's a little bit about me, my experience, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys.
Now that's, in my opinion, this is, a pretty solid Loom video. And I just want to show you guys, like, I took this very, very, very seriously, that I even re-recorded it like 1, 2, 3, 4 times, just to make sure there was no gaps, no ums, likes, buts, anything like that. No stuttering, nothing. So that way I can have the best first impression that I could possibly have. And it's gotten me well. It's gotten me the interview. And yeah, guys, I just want to, this is pretty much it. It's a numbers game at the end of the day. The more people you reach out to in different niches, the more, the more messages you send out, the more, likelihood of you getting an interview and landing the role. So I just showed you guys, how I keep things organized. My outreach strategy. Mostly I've been on Instagram. Something I'm gonna try in the future is maybe like Facebook groups, maybe LinkedIn, maybe some other platforms like Twitter, but I'm not sure about Twitter. But Facebook and LinkedIn are something I want to expand my outreach strategy to. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, Instagram is probably the best place to reach me at. I just showed you guys my Instagram handle. It's Omar Sales Deals X. And yeah, so if you guys, would like me to send you my Loom video, just DM me on Instagram. I can send you it. If you guys, need help with maybe putting together your Loom video, putting together a script, also reach out to me on Instagram. And, I just, if you guys are new here, welcome. If you're not new here, appreciate you checking out this video. Peace.